See if I can position y'all a little bit better. Showing y'all how I rock this live solo. We are working with Vinyl Frog today. Before I do that, pretty low to the ground, so let's go ahead and wet the floor. Some dust control for us. Then we can roll out the vinyl. Just enough. I'm going to stretch this for sure. Let's see. That'll be good. Cut off some of this extra. Let me go ahead and peel this liner paper off. No fuck ups on this one because this is the last piece that I have, so I'll make sure we get it right this first time. What's up, Dale, man? I ain't seen you in a minute. My boy, Dale. I'm wrapping a charger. Y'all go ahead and throw a like in the chat. Let's get the chat boosted up. Nah, not a super. You know a super not shaped like that, man. Come on. Nah, it's a charger. Little Hemi. So I'm gonna do a cold stretch on this first. Then I'm gonna heat it up. This is Vinyl Frog calendar film. If y'all know, I do not like working with calendar film. Stretch. Yeah, calendar film is not fun to work with, especially by yourself. So we're gonna have to get a good stretch to lay it across this top area. Because you know how Vinyl Frog do. They only give you 59 feet, so we had to cut this in half. Use the other piece for the rear bumper. So I'm gonna go ahead and gonna bring out the big guns. Shop heater, get this thing heated up. Oh, that's what's up, Sam. Why they want it gold? The people want what they want, man. The people want what they want. Let's get turned on. So I'm just using this just to heat up the wrap, a lot quicker than just using the heat gun. It's gonna relax the film. Really, I just need it so I can get that stretch across the top. That's what I'm aiming for. Heat the whole thing up. let's see what we got here. Nice stretch. Oh, need to go a little higher. All right. I think that's good. Yeah, I think that's good. I can always come in here and cut this and relay it on this top piece. So that's what we're gonna have to do. So I'll rock with that. Y'all got any questions, let me know. Any quotes on your car, let me know. If you're interested in learning how to rap, let me know. I'll answer those questions. Let's see. Yeah, so here we go. Pull y'all in a little bit closer. So first things first, gotta get these wrinkles out the middle. Hop straight into it. Dale, what you been up to, man? I'm in Asheville, North Carolina. What you been up to, Dale? I ain't seen you in a minute. I know I went to Mexico and I came back. Haven't been super active, but nice to see you. Matt Brown. Yeah, I'm definitely American. Cutting it so close. Yeah. With this vinyl frog. If you know anything about the films, you know like 3M, Avery, stuff like that, they'll give you a full roll. But for these guys, they only give you 59 feet, which is crazy, I think. It leaves no room for error. Plus it gives you minimal film on the bumpers. So that's pretty annoying. Appreciate it, Jacob. How much a wrap usually costs? So for coupes, 2,500. Sedans are normally like 3,000. SUVs and trucks might be closer to 3,500. All right, so we can go ahead and cut this up, slice it up a little bit. All right, see it, reposition this corner a little bit. I'm in Asheville, North Carolina. Appreciate it, Jonas. Hey, Dale, you know me, man. I'm just chilling, bro. A lifting platform? Nah, I think I'm good, bro. Appreciate it, though. I think I'm good on that. So since they don't give you enough film, like I said, this had to go 30-30. So I'm splitting it right here. I'm gonna try to sit it flatter on this area and work it out. That way we're not like stretching everything into this area because it's just gonna peel out. And I'll bring y'all in a little bit closer to see that. You work for yourself? Yeah. RJ Raps. You see it. RJ the Rapper. Solo installer. Here we go. So, relift this a little bit over here. That's good right there. Gotta get all this slack out though. Shrink this back to the edge. Get rid of these wrinkles. Handle all this. All right, that worked out. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I was nervous for a second. I was like, man, we definitely don't got any film. I like vinyl at my shop. People always asking to wrap their 99 Civic and how cheap. This is Vinyl Frog. I never worked with this kind of material. I always work with 3M, Avery, KPFM, and Oracle. It's just the best material. It lasts the longest. You ain't gotta worry about peel back and all that. I could do 2 cars in a week doing cast film. I mean, this wrap only took me 3 days anyways, but cast film is always the way to go. But, you know, calendar film has some of the nicer colors. So the customer brought this, and he asked me could I wrap it for him. I mean, he already had the film, so I was like, yeah, I got you. Not my favorite film. I got my preferences, but as a rapper, we just work with whatever is given to us at the end of the day. This is a $3,000 job, not $3,500. Avery and 3M is the most popular. Appreciate it, Jonas. Can I rap while I... No. Do it. Deer hunt. You wild. Can I rap? I'm not a rapper. I'm not a rapper. And this ain't Twitch. Y'all, I know y'all be on Twitch where y'all be telling them to hop, skip, and dance and all that. We ain't doing all that, man. I don't know what they on. We just working. We just working and yapping. Got to get this done by 3. It's like almost 1 o'clock right now. All I got left is the door handles and this front bumper. So if I miss some of the questions, don't hurt me. What y'all think about this color though? SRT? Yeah. A couple of weeks. I don't got a Facebook page. Only Instagram and YouTube. So whoever you found is a impostor. Yeah, it's a Hemi. This is a Dodge. Yeah, 3M's king, man. Nothing is better than 3M. We work with whatever brand, but 3M, Avery, you can't beat it, man. We talking about calendar films getting what? Maybe some people, how they take care of their cars, might get 2 years of life, but you're supposed to get like 3 years of life out of it. And you go over to 3M, you could get closer to 4, maybe 5 if you really take care of your cars. So I would just spend an extra, 100, $200 to get the better film. You know what I'm saying? It just works out better for you in the long run. So my goal was to get this top edge without stretching it. That's why I went ahead and did this relief cut. Thank God, because if I would have had to stretch it over here, we'd get a lot of fingers peeling back across the front. So I got a lot of tension right here. I'm gonna try to pull that glass this way so I don't have to worry about fighting all these wrinkles in this area. Let's pull it back a little bit. Let's heat it up. And then when I heat it up, I'm just focused on the top. I'll get the bottom later. That's what I'm looking for. Perfect. That's all I needed right there. To be able to heat this area. That tension is gonna help it to hug the bumper. And I don't gotta worry about peel back, man, because this film is known for peel back. All these cast films, if you overstretch it, they will peel back on you. Don't matter if you post heat them, it doesn't mean nothing. So what's up, Dale? Yeah, to me it does. I mean, people like what they like. They like the color, do what you may. What is the nicest wrap? It's got to be custom printed, man. Anything custom printed goes crazy. I ain't even gonna lie to you, because you could custom print whatever. And then they got new stuff. I mean, they got like suede wraps. They got wraps that looks like they're bedazzled. It's crazy just the amount of stuff they're coming up with. But I mean, if you're looking for some nostalgia, and let's say like Boondocks was your favorite cartoon back in the day, and you're one of those anime guys and you just want your car wrapped like that, but then you could go get a whole custom printed Boondocks wrap on the side of your car. You know what I'm saying? If you want to keep it simple, you could just do satin black, which is I'd say the most popular. Keep it low key, but everybody knows like, oh, that's a wrap, that's different. And then again, there's still a lot of people who don't even know what wraps are, so. What's up, Roof? Wrap a whole car, like I said, $2,500 for coupes, $3,000 sedans, $3,500 for, crew cab trucks, bigger SUVs, stuff like that. What's the best wrap for beginners? Cheetah wrap. It costs you like $500 a roll, and then not only that, it's just like the thinnest. It's like the thinnest mills, so it'll be really easy for you to work with. It's a good beginner film to practice with, not to really put on your car. It probably lasts like a year or two. Y'all go ahead and throw a like in the chat. You feel like I'm providing you value. And let's get the chat boosted up, man. Prep, you want to clay bar the car. You want to get rid of all that contaminant in the clear coat, because little nibs and stuff will show up in the wrap. And then you want to wipe it down with 70% isopropylene alcohol before you actually wrap the car. It takes me 3 days for most cars. Appreciate the thumbs up, man. Y'all supporting small business. Go ahead and throw a like, man. Get the chat boosted up. Your boy is working on a Sunday. I should not be here. Let me get a like. But nah, customer come first, man. We got to get the car out. Got to get the car out. All right. Get this glassed out around the headlight area. Get all these wrinkles. I'm gonna stretch everything to this corner down here. I do not like this film. I don't. I heat it up to my hand. Try to get rid of most of the wrinkles. The triangle method to spread it out. Bring it down over that edge. We're gonna have to do a little lip down here at the bottom. Another inlay piece down here. Alright. Cut some more of this out. Should bring the light over here. Nah, y'all can see. What you say? Oh yeah, Dale in here giving y'all the smackdown if y'all talk crazy. Let's keep it PG, man. Y'all got any question, need quotes, stuff like that, go ahead and ask it. Once I finish squeegeeing this side, I'll answer some more questions. All right, this corner. What we got? How do you guys afford these cars? Not my car, but I got a BMW M4. You just work a good paying job or own a business or something. I don't know. If I have 100 chips, can I get a wrap? I don't even know what that means. I'm talking about Lay's. I'm at Asheville, North Carolina. Appreciate it, Ron. Hey, y'all go ahead and throw a like in the chat. Let's get the chat boosted up a little bit, man. If y'all feel like y'all learned something, we are almost done with this car. Literally on the back end of getting this job done. So I'm gonna put y'all right here. Sitting on the couch, we working, man. Yeah, I've wrapped some of those before, Justin. Just hit me up on Instagram, RJ the Rapper. A dart, or like 2750, something like that. Rock chips on my hood, can I still get it wrapped? Yeah, but it's gonna show through the wrap, so you want to sand it down before you get it wrapped. It's bet only black. I don't know what you're saying, bro. Yep. Let's see. My razor go? Where'd my razor go? Y'all see it? It disappeared. Oh, stuck to my heat gun. Subaru is crazy. Bumpers are the toughest to wrap, especially when you're using this calendar film. Other than that, you got the antennas, you got the mirrors, and then you got the door handles. Everybody always has peel back on those when they first starting out because they don't know how to wrap them. So those are going to be the hardest things to wrap. Rapping really ain't hard at all after you've done it for a while. I mean, I'm 8 years in, so I can't really act like it's the easiest thing in the world because I got experience. But I'd say a solid year of like rapping stuff by yourself, you'll feel pretty comfortable starting your own business, whatever it may be that you want to do in this industry, whether it's just wrapping your own car every year or starting a business, whatever it may be. I'd say you got to get through 10 cars before you feel really comfortable. That's the goal, 10 cars. Jeez. For a Dodge, I mean, like trucks, like I said, about 3,500. What's up, Ethan? Yes, I could wrap any car from South Africa. My boy from South Africa, that's crazy. How long does it take to bond completely? I don't know, probably like 2 days. I mean, you're supposed to post heat it after you do it. So if the shop is good, they're gonna post heat your car, and it's gonna be good once it leaves the shop. But they say normally don't wash your car for a couple days, um, just to make sure everything's bonded. There's literally glue on the back of the backing paper. Like once it's laid down, it's good to go. Heat normally helps set it in. So like I said, maybe 3 days or something like that. You should be good. And if you're worried about like peel back and stuff like that from a bad install, give it a month realistically to see if anything's peeling back off the edges. If they post heat it, you won't have any peel back. But if they didn't, then you'll see stuff start to peel back over time. I'm in Asheville, North Carolina. The Urus, yeah. Nope, yeah. I did one at SEMA last year, but it wasn't like a full wrap. It was like we did like custom printed PPF on the side of it. But I did like McLarens, um, GT3 Porsches, uh, all types of random stuff. But a full wrap on the Urus, no, just a custom printed PPF install at a SEMA. Yes, I can. I can wrap anything. wrap your face if you want me to. My favorite vinyl is Avery 3M. They're just the best brands, man. You can't beat it. I like films that last. You know, I like films that's gonna stay on your car for 3-4 years and not fade and look, start to fade out and look dusty and stuff like that. I think that's annoying. If I pay a lot for a wrap job, I feel like it should last a decent amount of time. So that's why I always recommend it to my customers. Do I have favorite colors of other companies? Yeah, I think TinyBot has some really nice colors, but it's calendar film. I put it on my car sometimes, but I'm always gonna recommend 3M for a customer just because, like, if you're paying $3,000, you don't want to wrap on your car for like 2 years, or maybe you do if you got it like that. But most people care about the longevity of the wrap. Okay. I shall love it. What we got? When's the next SEMA? It's probably gonna be next year, man. Dang, I feel like I went in like February or March, something like that. Any tips to learning how to wrap cars and start a business? Yeah, it's going 5 to 10 grand. Just have that first off, and then you're just gonna buy a cheetah film, and you're gonna wrap about 10 cars, whether it be your car, your family and friends' car, and just get the knowledge because rapping is all about repetition. You go to all the classes that you want to, but if you're not putting in the reps, then you're not gonna learn how to rap, honestly. So do that. I got a bunch of videos on my YouTube page about all the other stuff, how to make 100K, how to prep, how to, do everything else. So you can watch those videos about Dodge minivans. Want to be painted? Yeah, you could. I mean, you could get any car wrap, guys. You get any car wrap. I wrap refrigerators, guns, floors, walls, microwave, toaster. Like, I've wrapped sinks. You can wrap anything, bro. If it sticks to it, you can wrap it. Most difficult car is Porsches. I mean, Porsche or like a Supra. The curvature is just crazy on them, especially doing it by yourself. If it's sticky, wears off. You can't. Once the stick of the wrap is gone, you gotta take it off and rewrap it. I do door jams also, yes. Yeah, I used to do that, but now I've wrapped what, this is probably like my 40th charger, so I know exactly where everything is now. But when you're first beginning, yeah, you can take pictures to remember exactly where everything is. I know I have a spot right here. I have an inlay in here, so I got to cut against the top, lay my film in. I know right here I have a U-shaped area that I got to wrap into. So it's just like I knew I could cut across here because I had this grill area, and I knew when I cut, a most likely blade is going to hit the headlight, so I taped off the headlight so I don't scratch it. So it just comes with like repetition, like you know what to do and what not to do. It's really a learn as you go trade. Like there's trainers and stuff like that, but every car is different. They might have a Honda and a BMW when you go to get trained, But then you're out here wrapping like school buses and Porsches. I've wrapped MIR trailers. I've wrapped, you know what I'm saying, like food trucks, all types of different stuff. They can't train you on every single vehicle, so you're always going to be learning. And at this point, like, okay, I've wrapped maybe, you know, 40 food trucks. It's like, all right, food trucks don't mean anything to me anymore. They're pretty simple. All right, now I got these commercial wraps where I got to line up the panels and do all this. Like, it's just something you're always learning. How much HP does it have? Probably about 1,000. Probably about 1,000. Craziest install. Check out my page. It's the Porsche GT3, man. I wrapped it for the guy who owns One Up Nutrition, and I put 3 different wraps on it, and we put his logos. Everything was basically like a tax write-off because we wrapped it like in a race livery for his company. Electric scooter. Yeah, if it sticks to it, you can wrap it. Craziest color. I mean, the color shifts. This one over here, it changes 3 different colors. So those are always going to be like some of the coolest ones. I just did that one Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Appreciate the sub, man. Y'all throw likes in the chat, man. Let's get the chat boosted up. If y'all feel like I'm providing y'all value. The boy out here working on Sunday, but we got to get this car out. He's got another one on Monday. So we working. We working. This film wants to fight me. Let me bring y'all down a little bit so I can see without having to get up on it. How long does it take to wrap a car? For me, 3 days. If it's a really difficult car, 4 days. For your average wrapper, it's gonna be like five days on average. Hard car, maybe 6. Much for a Kia? 3,000 for a Kia. How much is the roll, that brand you said in the beginning? So this brand is Vinyl Frog. They never give you enough vinyl, so it's 59 feet. You're supposed to get a 75-foot roll. So I had to, you know, jimmy rig this so that I could get it to stretch fully across this bumper with only 59 feet. Yeah, you can wrap a table. Some of your tables are wrapped and y'all don't even know it. Like they're wrapped from the factory. Under that wrap is particle board. It's not real wood. You know, it's wrapped in the wood grain. I'm in Asheville, North Carolina. Of course, JP. Just one roll for a car if it's 75 foot. But if you get this brand, they do it because they know like random DIYers buy their wrap. So they're like, oh, they're going to get the 59 foot and then they're going to order another roll because they messed up and they didn't have enough. 59-foot roll leaves you room for 0 mistakes. Yeah, this is Vinyl Frog. You right, bro. Let me get back to work. Let me get back to work. I like the ladies' recess areas first. They always have the most tension before I go trying to lay the middle of anything. So lay this. Lay that in there, then we could work. Let's work the other side. Bring y'all in a little bit closer. You rap too. T Money, add me on IG, RJ the Rapper. Oh, Paradox is wild. Yeah, we ain't gonna talk about that. Durango, probably looking at 3,500, bro. Y'all could get a solo installer. Somebody is doing it out of their garage. That's actually good, and you could probably get like a $500 to $1,000 discount. But if you come to somebody like me who owns a wrap shop, we got overhead costs. I'll be honest with you. We got overhead costs, but we're gonna do it right the first time. So you're paying for the quality, you're paying for, you know what I'm saying, the professionalism and all that. Granted, you know, I'm over here rapping in flip-flops and stuff, but it's Sunday, I don't care. So you're paying for that versus paying for somebody who's you know, just rapping from home out of their garage, don't have as much experience. And I was that guy, like, nothing against that guy, but I had a lot of mistakes back then, you know. It's just like growing pains, like learning stuff. I had a lot of that. A lot of growing pains with this, because like I said, every car is different. Every situation you're in is different. So now we could do the middle, sides handled. Do you wrap from front to back? If the paint has small crack in one spot, will it show through the wrap? Yes, it will. Appreciate the follow, T Money. Yeah, so day one, I wrapped the hood, I wrapped the fenders, I wrapped the roof and antenna, and then I wrapped the trunk. Day two, I wrapped both sides. Day three, I wrapped the front and rear bumper, I wrapped the mirrors, and I wrapped the door handles. And I put the car back together. I let it sit outside for a little bit, make sure I don't got any peel back, and then I send it on its way. And that's how I do it in 3 days. Every time, same process. I don't change my process, because if I did, then I probably wouldn't get it done in 3 days like I do. But that's the process I've been doing for what, almost 4 years now. I found a process that works for me, and I just stick to it. No matter if on one car, you know, day one might be a 5-hour day. On another car, day one might be a 10-hour day. You know, it just is what it is. Like the new Corvettes, I hate them. Every day is a 10-hour day on that car. But if you bring a Charger in here like this, well, the first 2 days may be 8-hour days, and then the last day is gonna be like a 4 or 5-hour day, because the bumpers are pretty easy. So every car is different. Yep, someone's paying to get a V6 wrap. Yeah, it's possible to get a different color. Them Cybertrucks, yeah, 4 to 5 hours for sure. Quick money. Are you able to do a 2003? Yeah, I mean, I did a 1965 Mustang. um, it just depends on the material. If you getting like some tiny bot stuff, maybe like 3,500. If you getting some custom printed stuff, because the wraps cost more when they're printed. So it could be like 35 to 4,000. Like if you're doing a Dolph wrap, well then we got to order 4 different wraps. So if you do printed stuff or custom design stuff, it takes more time and it's more money and material. Yeah, so we have a detailer here. The detailer cleans it, clay bars it, and then we wipe it down with isopropylene alcohol before we actually do the car, or I actually do the car. Um, Smart car, yeah, probably like, I don't know. It depends because some of those smart cars are really small, but it would definitely be $2,000 or under, just because it's probably like a 1 day wrap. Honestly, I'd probably drag it out to 2 just to play it safe, but smart cars are like 1 day wraps. Easy, easy. Make sure we tuck it in them cracks, hide all the paint. I use the blue tape because it's a tack reducer, so it allows me to slide the wrap into cracks and stuff that I couldn't reach, which means less disassembly, which means you get your car back quicker. I mean, yeah, people like what they like. It's like you probably wouldn't understand why people drink themselves to death or they buy 10 bags of candy. It's a consumer product. People are always going to buy a consumer product no matter how anybody feels. If it makes them feel good, they're going to buy it. We don't judge, we don't care. We just make the money, man. That's all it is. Asheville, North Carolina. Yeah, y'all go ahead and throw the like in the chat. Let's get it boosted up a little bit. How much to wrap an avalanche? Same thing. Like I said, trucks probably around 3,500, maybe 3,250. That one's pretty easy. You got to keep in mind if your truck doesn't have front bumpers that need to be wrapped, you probably going to get priced out like it's a sedan, so maybe $3,000. If your truck has bumpers that it needs to be wrapped, then you're going to get priced out as a truck, so probably 3,500. I'm not going to look on Google and see what models look like what, but that's typically the standard for that. So I put an inlay in here. So all I need to do is go out, cut a little bit. Hold on, I gotta focus. Hold up. Can't see my inlay. Oh, that's it right there. Alright, so I got my inlay. Stretch it up to my inlay. Put this in here. Sure. Hold on, gang. I gotta focus for a second. These inlays can be a little tricky. You don't want no white showing. Take the film back this way. Bring it over to my other inlay. Lay that one in there on top. This thing, a whole rock that came out. pebble. All right. All right, so stretching it back towards my other inlay. All right, so both my inlays are covered. I don't have any white showing, so now I can squeeze it down in the middle. All right, let's see. This way, that way. Last relief cut. Little tight bows. All right, we're safe. Got it in there. Trim out the excess. I've been doing it for 8 years. Appreciate it, John. To take a wrap off, it depends if it's broken into pieces or if you taking it off at the appropriate time. I'd say 500, maybe the cheapest, maybe 300. Somebody will take it off. You should take it off yourself because it's pretty easy, and then just charge the shop to rewrap it for you. If it's a nightmare job where we gotta sit up here and eraser wheel it off because you had the wrap on your car for 7 years and it cracked into pieces, now we gotta take it off piece by piece. Well, now you're looking at above 1,000, 1,000, 1,500, something crazy, because it'll take forever to eraser wheel it off. Very tedious work. This is Paint is Dead, one of my sponsors. They got the best tools. Yeah, I do liveries. This car isn't getting any liveries, but I do. Check my Instagram page. I got a Porsche GT3. I put a bunch of liveries on that, race liveries and stuff. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it, Alonzo. See, if you telling me to take it off, and I don't even know where you're at, I feel like I feel like it's probably some crazy cracking on your wrap and stuff like that. I don't like taking car wraps off. Honestly, when it comes to the shop to get it taken off, I just have one of the other employees here take the wraps off. I really don't do removals. They make my hands go numb, and my hands already go numb from wrapping sometimes. So yeah, I save myself. I saved myself from removals. I think the last time I did a removal was on my own car like 2 years ago. Vehicle takes 3 days. Some shops will take as long as, well, for me it takes 3 days. Some shops will take as long as 5 to 6 days. So on average, depending on the installer, maybe, just account for like the whole week. Just account for your car to be gone for the whole week if you're gonna get it wrapped, just to play it safe. It's probably your safest bet. I just had somebody who came in for a class yesterday, and she got her car wrapped, and she told me it took 5 days to do it. And that wrap job was bad, guys. So make sure you pay attention to people's social media and They're high quality pictures and videos, and make sure they actually do some good wraps before you just take it to any wrap shop. You definitely gotta do your research. Definitely gotta do your research. If someone's doing like this, if they're rapping live, they post like daily, all that, they're very confident in their work, you could go to them. But if somebody, you look on their page and they just, it's nothing, it's like blurry pictures of like jobs from like 2 months ago, stuff like that, be cautious. Be cautious, for sure. When you do it right, several days. Yeah. I mean, honestly, no. There's some cars that are just really easy. Like Cybertruck could be same day. I got some Range Rovers that are black. I could do them in a day and a half. The time that the car is done does not equate to it being done good or not. Sometimes if people take too long, then they don't know what they're doing in this industry. So don't go off of that. Don't go off of the time, how long it takes. Because this bumper could take somebody, it could take somebody 4 or 5 hours. And what are we sitting at? We're sitting at 1 hour right now, and I'm almost done. So, and the bumper is done correctly. So let's heat this up so it don't rip on me. So we're gonna glass it out, bring it down to me. Hopefully I don't get a cramp in my shoulder. I feel it coming. Now we good. Go ahead and squeegee this out so I don't get nothing trapped in here when I go to lay it down. Got some wrinkles coming back, so we're gonna soften those up. Glass it all out with my hand. All right, get these one more time. Hit it with the triangle method. Bring it out here, bring it down here, glass it down. Rest of that out. See how I trapped that bubble? So I wanted to squeegee that top area first. It's a lot harder to reach that again. Down here we're good. Bubbles like to get trapped on body lines, so you just gotta remember that. All right. What y'all talking about? Right here, let's see. What's up, Eats with Big Rich? What's up, Drew? How much for British Racing Green on a Camry? Probably 3,000. I still got some British Racing Green left over. Matter of fact, I did a Porsche British Racing Green, or maybe you looking for something lighter. Yes, I can wrap anything. G-Wagon, Porsche, McLaren, your refrigerator, your Glock, your toilet, whatever you want. We could do it. If it sticks, you can wrap it. Well, that's hot. All right. Cut off all this excess film. Don't need this. this corner over here. This last piece, and we are good. We might start trimming here soon. Only thing I got left on this car is the door handles, and I gotta have it done by 3 o'clock. Right now it's 1 o'clock, so I got 2 hours, more than enough time. So you're changing the job or the time and product. So you're charging for it. I charge per job. I don't do the timing. I like my customers to know exactly what they're paying. Like I said, $2,500 for coupes, $3,000 sedans, $3,500 for trucks. Of course, if you got something crazy like a Supra, you're not gonna get the coupe pricing. You know, if you got a truck that's like a small old school truck, no front bumpers, well, you might get the sedan pricing. So it just varies on the certain car. Yeah, RJ the Rapper, same thing as my YouTube. It's on Instagram. My phone number and all that stuff. Email is also in my links. What's the most expensive? Most expensive is going to be a chrome wrap. It costs like $3,500 for just the material. So you get close to like 8 to 10,000 for a wrap job. And it's crazy because they only last like a year unless you put PPF over top, which is another $6,000 to $8,000 depending on the car. So that's about as expensive as it goes. Yeah, man, I guess I got carpal tunnel, man. My fingers go numb at night. They just rotate. I wake up, I gotta do like this, and it goes away. It's pretty annoying. So I'll probably start hiring people soon because I'm not trying to completely mess my hands up. I've been doing 2 cars a week a lot, so it's the reason for that. I will not use Vivid. I don't pay for you to do solo installs. I don't like using calendar film anyways, but those wraps, they're so thick, so annoying to use. It's like the stuff you get off of Amazon. 10,000 is a candy paint job. I would never pay 10,000. I'll be honest, I'll never pay 10,000 for a wrap job. That's crazy. Spraying is cheaper, maybe Mako. A real paint job is $10,000. So, I mean, a nice paint job, maybe $5,000 for like something factory. So sometimes wrapping is a little bit cheaper. Don't last as long though. I use 3M at Avery. What's up, Henning? Where's my razor at? I keep losing that thing, don't I? Keep losing it. Y'all go ahead, throw a like in the chat, man. Let's get the chat boosted up a little bit. Yeah, man. Yeah, I originally went to school for bodywork. Didn't like it at all. I found rapping because I started disassembling cars for my friends, and ever since then, it's been more like a passion. It feels like an art, bro. Like I don't feel like I'm working, to be honest. I think that's why I knock out so many cars. But at the same time, it is taxing on your fingers. You will eventually get carpal tunnel and arthritis because you're working with your fingers all day long. So that's the sucky part about it. It's a fun job, but it sucks on your fingers. Nope. I don't have to take off the bumper because I loosened the bolts. I got a plastic piece wedged in between to create a gap. I got my tape on the opposite panel, and typically what I could do is I could just slide the wrap right into there and get full coverage. So no, not this bumper, Chargers. I've gotten to the point with Chargers where I know I don't need to take the bumpers off. Maybe some other bumpers with tighter gaps and there's no way to loosen up the gaps. But if you got a big enough gap in your experience, you do not have to take the bumper off. It's just a waste of time because you still get full coverage. Appreciate it, simple DA, D1, and only underscore hashtag CTT. What wrap? I always get a 75-foot roll, unless it's just like something like I'm wrapping a Mini Cooper or something. I might just get 50 feet. Chargers are easy jobs. I've done a charger. I did a custom printed charger in 2 days one time. So chargers are easy. And I'd say wrap 50 cars and it'll become extremely easy for you. I'm not gonna say how long. It's just like the amount of cars and vehicles that you wrap. Pricing: 2,500 coupes, 3,000 sedans, 3,500 SUVs. And I'm sponsored by a print company, so if y'all want to do something crazy, let me know. We might be able to get it discounted. The last car I did was mine's custom printed. So yeah, if you want to do something crazy like that, let me know. I'd love to make a YouTube video on it. I'd love to film it. I'll give you a little discount. We love the creative stuff, man. I do it for the art of it. So I like doing the colors, but I like the crazy designs too. Yeah, coupe, 2 doors, sedan, 4 doors. CTT, bet, say less. What car is in the background? It's just another. It's a SRT 8. I just wrapped that one this week. I'm in the USA. Yeah, SRT 8 in the background. We'll keep it in the background so y'all could peep it while we working. Camaro. I mean, it's a coupe. 20. So most of these, like, all right. So 2,500 is the starting price for coupes. It's probably gonna be like closer to 2,750 for most coupes, unless you got like a really small coupe. And then most of these 4 door sedans are just gonna be right at 3,000. My pricing doesn't. The most I do is normally like 2,750 to 3,000. That's what most people get charged because they got a bigger coupe or they just got a sedan. Let me go get a new blade. Get a new blade real quick. Bring y'all over here. Always keep the tools on deck. All right. Complicated cars? It just depends on the car. I'm not in New York. I'm in Asheville, North Carolina. No, I mean cold weather in general. Let's say a rock chip hits your car and it's cold outside. Well, when it hits your car, it's most likely going to chip it off in a little piece versus when it's warm outside, it's going to nick it and not really, you know what I'm saying? It's not really going to necessarily take any wrap off your car. So cold does play a factor in like the wrap wants to do like a little mini explosion versus like when it's softer and more malleable, it just nicks it. So if you're in cold weather, definitely don't ride behind any trucks or anything like that if you get your car wrapped. All right, so I'm just cutting right above the body line on the fender, and I'm gonna tuck the vinyl in to this gap. I'll show y'all in a second. You asked me, do I need to remove the bumper? You willing to travel? Yeah, I do travel wraps all the time. My all my contacts are on my page, and then also on I'm RJ the Rapper, same thing on Instagram. So, like I said, I opened up this gap. It's a little bit bigger. I could also put some pressure on this bumper to open up this gap. But as you can see, I could tuck that all the way in. And that's tucked in. I don't need to disassemble the bumper. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to disassemble the bumper when I could tuck the vinyl all the way in like this. It's full coverage. Even if I take this off to show you guys. Because I did the same thing for the fender. If you look in this crack, that's full coverage. Can't see any white. So you don't have to take the bumper off. Oh, we green screening. Change it back. My bad. My bad. My bad. Yeah, so we don't have to disassemble. Crazy. And if we have any excess, we can just trim it off. Sorry, I'm focusing. Hold up. Hold up, y'all. Yeah, we'll get the excess out of there. But yeah, we don't gotta disassemble. When you do it for so long, man, you just realize a lot of stuff is very unnecessary. How much for a trip to Illinois? You'll have to send me the city. Send me the city and the year, make, and model of your car, because I would have to look up hotel, you know what I'm saying? Or if I'm driving, whatever it may be, I got to look up the flights, the hotel, and then add the actual cost of wrapping. So I can't give you that quote off my head because, you know, got to get on Expedia, see everything. But send it, text it to me. Like I said, my links are on my YouTube page or my Instagram page. And I'll get you a quote today when I get done with this. Yeah, it's a long way, so I'll probably be flying, honestly. I hate driving. I do a lot of jobs in Georgia, Tennessee, Virginia, South Carolina, but all that stuff is close to me. All that stuff is within 2 hours. If it's past 2 hours, maybe 3 hours, I typically just fly. So yes, sir. Just send that information over to my Instagram or text me, and I'll get you a quote today. Appreciate the super like or super chat, whatever it is. I don't even know what it is. The money. What's up, Loof? What's up? Dakili. Y'all got some crazy names. It's a pretty fun job, man. Or business. Work for yourself. Most people who rap, they work for themselves or they get contracted out by other people. I'm B2B, so I rap for like 4 or 5 different shops. I rap for 2 shops out in Charlotte, North Carolina, Ben. So I'm out there a lot. But yeah, and then I got 2 shops in Tennessee that I rap for. And then I do my organic stuff. And then I got my partner here, this shop. This is like my home shop. This is my homie. So I wrap everything at his shop. Love the way that wrap just hugs the edge and it's got a nice bit of tension on it. Do I ever use knifeless tape? All the time. All the time. Knifeless tape is king, man. But I use it when I'm on flat surfaces cutting mainly. Yeah, man. When I went to collision school, I almost went to school for to be a diesel mechanic. I thought that was because it paid so good. So you definitely about to get good money doing that. Um, on average for a car, it could range anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500 for a car. The rest of it goes into shop advertising, all that type of stuff. You can make 100K a year, but you got to do 2 cars a week, which is actually insane. There's not a lot of people doing 2 cars a week themselves solo. So if you get into this, don't just think like, yeah, I'm gonna make 100K a year rapping. Like it's not that easy. You gotta be very efficient in how you rap, and your quality still has to be good with you doing stuff really fast. So it's not for the weak. It's fun, but just assume you're gonna be rapping 1 car a week in the beginning. So just assume you'll make 50K a year at first. If you learn commercial, you could bump that up to 60 or 70 because commercial just pays double what color changes are. But it's all about the speed and quality for you to get really 6 figures a year out of this by yourself. You start hiring employees, of course you could make more money. This car is $3,000 for this wrap. $3K, 2,500 coupes, 3,000 sedans, 3,500 big trucks, crew cabs, big old Escalades, SUVs. I mean, there are cars that, if someone came in here with a Lamborghini, of course I'm gonna charge them more because just to wrap a Lamborghini door, I gotta take the glass out of the car, and it's a Lamborghini. Like, if you break something, you pay a lot more. So something like that, you're probably looking closer to 4,000 for luxury cars. So if you could do those, then you're really good because there's not a lot of people that could do luxury cars. if you get a taste of a Corvette, it's almost the same as wrapping a McLaren, just the crazy hidden areas that you have to wrap into. Yeah, I do custom. I do if you go on my page, RJ the Rapper, I think I got like 50 commercial jobs posted on my stories of just like food trucks. I've done like mobile MRI command centers. I've done stuff for the little animal shelter thing, their little mobile command centers. I've done school buses. I've done church buses. I'm about to do a trolley. You'll get all kinds of work, man. Commercials just full of like random stuff, but it's mainly Sprinter vans. It's mainly like these startup businesses with their Ford Transits and little Sprinter vans that need to be that need company branding, so full custom wraps for that kind of stuff. And that stuff is gonna be like $4,000, $4,500, $5,000. And if you ask me, like those type of jobs, I could do them in 2 and 3 days also. So they just pay even more. But this high risk, high reward with commercial jobs, because if you mess up, you got to get a whole side reprinted. With this, you just got extra wrap on standby that you could just wrap. But when somebody's logo is printed into the wrap, well, now you got to get that one piece printed again. It costs like $1,000. So that's why we could charge more for those. I did. I could say the biggest job I ever did was Go Minis. I had to wrap 250 of their little storage containers, mobile storage containers. And I had to hire my homeboy because we were just knocking out like 10 of them every weekend. And it was really good money, but that was probably the job I hated the most, if I'm being honest. The work was just trash because we had to do removal of the old decals, and then I had to install the new decals. That was not the funnest thing to do. I'm in Asheville, North Carolina. My bad, gang. Here you go. My boy said, move it over. I can't see. Y'all got any questions? Y'all need quotes? Whatever it may be, ask me in the chat. I'll answer your question. If I don't see it, just post it again because I'm working, so. Get that tucked under. Are you staying in America? Yes. I'm from North Carolina, Asheville, North Carolina. Born and raised on the playground is where I spend most of my days. Let's move the light over here. Need some better lighting. Oh, snap. Got a dip, but you text me. Appreciate it, man. I think I seen the text come through. After I finish this bumper and these little door handles, I'll chop it up with you and we'll see what we can come up with. Man, I didn't know how I felt about this color at first, but honestly, it's it's growing on me as I wrap the car and as I get towards the end of the install. I really like this color. I wouldn't put it on my car. I wouldn't. But I like the color. I'm more of a black and red guy myself. So I stick to those colors. This is supposed to be copper, even though it looks like gold. I like the midnight gold a lot too, where it color shifts from black and gold. Nah, this customer's not getting stripes. I got a Charger that's supposed to come in and get striped here soon, but this one's not getting stripes. Get in here. Let's get y'all back over here. Lower it down. Same thing on this side, man. We got the gap spaced out a little bit for us so I can tuck it in. We want to shrink this film. Just make sure we have no peel back. It's going to want to hug in that crack when we shrink it like that, so that's what we want to see. Re-angle my light a little bit. Do you think about trucks with LED lights that take up the whole side of the truck? I mean, the people like what they like, right? I think it's a little blinding, but I don't mind it as long as, you know. The only thing about trucks that I don't like with those crazy lights is when they got like the off-road lights and they're coming towards me on a small road and I can't even see the road because the lights are so bright. I think that's crazy. It's like asking for an accident. Move that bumper out the way so we can tuck this in. I was able to tuck this whole side in. Oh, no, I got a little sliver right here. If I could even get that out. I don't think I could get that out. I got any questions, y'all want some quotes, let me know. Throw a like in the chat. Let's get the chat boosted up a little bit. The face tattoo on your right hand, what is that? This is from Grand Theft Auto, bro. If you've been in the tattoo shop on Grand Theft Auto, you know this tattoo. It's the woman, it's like the lion, the cheetah, with the woman face inside of the cheetah head. I just love GTA. I love Spartans too. I got the Assassin's Creed logo. I'm a nerd, all right? Don't judge me. I'm a nerd, low key. I mean, I should know everything about Mopar. I've wrapped these cars so much. It's like Teslas and Mopar. This is the most common car to get wrapped. Chargers, Hellcats, SRTs. This is my second charger I wrapped this week. I got another one I gotta wrap in 2 weeks. I just love to get their cars wrapped. They like to show out for the little swing shows and all that. I feel like it's almost like a thing now. If you don't have your car wrapped and you're at a swing show, like you're not valid or something like that. Appreciate it, Ocean. What's the blue tape for? Blue tape is so whenever I'm cutting, because this headlight is so bubbly that the wrap is sitting on top of it. Well, I don't want to cut the wrap and possibly cut into the headlight. So the blue tape protects, but it also acts like a tack reducer. So if I got a crack and I want to slide this into this crack right here, if I put blue tape on the opposite edge, it allows me just to slide it in there a lot easier. So essentially protecting and like tack reducer. It's just painter's tape. If you see anybody installing and they got blue tape down, then they're doing the install without having to remove a bunch of stuff. And I'll be right back. I just had to break my blade off. This blade's getting a little dull. When your blade gets dull, it scratches things, so, and it cuts jagged. So we want to avoid that. It's just a regular charger, bro. SRT, little Hemi engine. Appreciate it. Appreciate the good luck. Y'all got any questions? Go ahead and ask me. You know, learn about wrapping. Any quotes? Anything you need to know about vinyl? Basically wrapping up this bumper right here. After I finish this cut, I'm gonna do my cut in the middle, and then I'll probably end the live stream. So go ahead and get your questions in real quick, and I'll answer them all before I get off. Uh, 2010 P1. Yeah, I mean wraps look good on everything, man. You just got to pick the right color. If you want to look at colors, go on metrorestyling.com, and you could see a full inventory of like thousands of colors. See if you find something you like. Make sure these corners is pearled. Cut out this last little area. Y'all back here. Nah, I mean I got a process. So when I first start wrapping, I do the hood, the fenders, the roof, and the trunk. That's day one. After that, on day two, I do I do both sides of the car, and then day three, I do the front bumper, rear bumper, door handles, mirrors. So it doesn't matter where you start. You just want to get a process going that works for you, because every installer is different and what works for them. Some people might want to do the bumpers first. Some people might want to do the hood and roof last, just in case they mess up. They know they have enough, you know, they could just wrap it black or something and have the customer come back and wrap it in the color that they actually want, you know, and not have to have the car waiting at the shop for new film to show up. So it just depends on what works for you. Gotta wrap that deep in there so when we close the hood, we don't look in the crack and see the white. Nice talking to you too, Ocean. All right, y'all. Last questions. Let me know. After I trim out this piece right here, this bumper is done. If you enjoyed the live, go ahead and throw a like in the chat for me, a like in the whatever, a thumbs up. And if you want to learn anything about wrapping, I have a bunch of tutorials on my page. I do lives all the time, maybe once or twice a week. I do long form videos, and I post all my shorts from Instagram here also. But if that's it, I appreciate y'all stopping by, man. And I'll see y'all on the next live. Make sure you subscribe and tap in for that next live. I'll close the hood for you so y'all can get an idea what this thing look like. See it. Still got a little bit of trimming I gotta do. But yeah. Pretty much done. We got the one over there. Still needs pickup. I'll see you later, Dale. Appreciate you stopping by, man.